Then I've got to remember to mute the correct stream that comes up on my thing.
Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree.
I don't know about you fuckers, but we're on.
Are we live?
Hey!
We're live. Hey! It looks like we're live.
We're alive and we are live.
Yes.
Well, welcome, friends. Joyeux Noel, Nadolig Llawen, Merry Christmas for Weihnachten, Feliz Navidad, and other things related to festive times for you all. Welcome to 9 out of 10 testers. We haven't been here with you for a little while, so we're very happy to end the year with some festive rants and hopefully some lovely Shey-related bants.
Actually, so impressed by all of your Christmas greetings. Holy fuck, I did not see that coming.
There you go. A man of many hidden talents and terrible Christmas jumpers. So, my name's Chris Armstrong, and let me just quickly introduce you to our friends if you didn't already know. Veerle.
Hi, I'm Veerle and today I am wearing my green antler Christmas jumper. I'm currently a Scrum Master for Dutch Railways.
Sanne.
Hi, I'm Sanne Visser. I only got up to like a camouflage kind of look with my background, so I can sort of fade into it a little bit. Other than that, in the Christmas spirit, merry days, and I work at Capgemini as a test consultant.
Shey.
Hey guys, it's Shey. Whoa, I'm wearing antlers as well. Hang on, there we go. Hey, cool.
Antler buddies.
Yeah, with some sunnies on. I am Senior Quality Engineering Manager at EasyJet. Yay!
Lovely. Veerle and Hanna.
Yes, my name is Hanna, and I work as a quality catalyst at Devoteam Creative Tech. However, currently on maternity leave, so I've got this little baby with me here today. So let's hope she behaves.
Show us the penguins one more time, Hanna.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Matching penguins.
Matching penguins.
Good for your mic again.
Yeah, she loves the microphone, so this is going to be interesting.
Hanna, even if she doesn't behave, it's fine. It's Christmas, baby! Time for shenanigans!
Well, so end of the year. It's a stress-free environment, right?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Chris. You're starting us off with a good joke.
Me, Chris? All
Okay,
right,
we can end the stream there. That's it. That's the only rant. It's not stressful. Christmas.
Oh god. Right. I'm gonna fucking take this opportunity and let everybody in the chat in on the joke. I'm on sick leave because last week I started crying in not one but two meetings where people were trying to give me more tasks to do, and I was like, I fucking can't. So yeah, I'm on sick leave. I'm doing all the Christmassy things I always wanted to do, like sitting about the house doing nothing, contemplating the inevitableness of death, and also hoping that autumn's harvest will be enough to get us through winter. That's me currently. So yeah, stress-free for me now, but whew.
Yeah, you go first, Shey.
I love that you're off sick and the thing that you're contemplating is death.
It's a December vibe, isn't it?
And then like sort of out of what is it, Game of Thrones or whatever, winter is coming, we must have harvested enough.
You know what, I actually feel like December should be a time when everybody just gets like the full month off, because December is not for keeping the economy going. December is for like hiding away in your little hovel and like contemplating the stashes of hazelnuts that you've managed to gather for yourself and your loved ones, and just hoping that everybody makes it through. I feel like that's what everybody should be doing in December. Why should I organize retrospectives? Jesus.
Well, very funnily and not coincidentally, these companies that are doing this wonderful safe PI planning thing are all currently planning their first PIs of 2024. So like I've had a lot of colleagues, including our fair moderator today, Chris, be sat in meetings all day in the middle of December planning next year. And if there's anything that is going to push you over the edge, I think it's that type of a day. So I am delighted that I ended my assignment coincidentally one day before the PI days.
That's so
Oh,
really convenient.
mate.
That was very much accidentally on purpose.
It's fine. The virtual days, 2 days of solid planning into the new year. What more could you want to be doing?
Then be in a
Just-
Zoom meeting all day,
Yeah.
arguing about what to do and what to give priority to
I would-
at a
I
time
would-
of year where you want to just not do anything.
I would say that at least since the pandemic started, technology has enabled these things to be less of a pain in terms of actual technology. Do you
Yeah,
know,
well,
like,
we used to do them live
oh,
in
they're in
like
person,
a
yeah.
factory hall with 600 people,
With the
which was
string.
great for the Christmas party, but not for the planning.
I've never been in a PI planning in my life.
It's
Me
like
neither.
a horrific retrospective with even more people.
Do you do the string thing between all the projects? Like the like, okay, that project
The
needs to rely on
dependency
this
mapping,
thing,
yeah. We
rely
have
on
all
on
that.
thing, and
I always
over
have
there.
to think about that one meme from, I think It's Always Sunny in California, with Pepe, who just has like the maniacal look on his face and all the red string attached to everything.
Yeah, yeah. I've been in
Yeah.
one of those, and it's horrible,
Once. Yeah, you've avoided it since, right?
mate. I do not feel safe in safe. Simple as that.
Yeah,
Wait,
but back
we're-
to the well-being thing. I mean,
Oh, right.
just to bring it back to that, it is a trend. It's enough of a trend that we've seen like short-term and long-term sick leave go up immensely, enough that it has immediately become a thing, and we've planned extra well-being sessions with a well-being coach for next week. Like the numbers have gone sky high. So you're kind of part of a club, Veerle. I'm not sure it's a club that is a good one, but
anybody wants to be part. It's like being part of the, what is it called, the Club of 27. Like, it's cool, you're in with the celebs, but you kind of don't want to be in it.
So is it a seasonal thing as well? Like is like SAD kind of adding to it, or is it definitely that kind of where we've all worked so hard all year and
Yeah,
are just exhausted?
I don't know. For me, I'm not even sure the seasonal disorder is a thing. I don't get it as badly. For me, it was also just a few things going a bit tits up in my own life. So like my bestie fell off her scooter and got brain damage, and like my uncle was in a hospital for a while, and so there was just like a ton of shit going on that like all of it I could have dealt with by itself, but like it was just a lot. And then we went to agile testing days and it was great, and I learned so much, and I was like, oh, I learned all these things, I learned all these amazing things, I'm gonna go back to my team and I'm gonna make everything better, I'm gonna solve all the problems we've got. And then I got back and it turned out that my team had been on the national news because we'd had like a 24+ hour outage. And like this is a very visible product that we make. We do bike renting and bike parking for Dutch Railways, and so this is a service that a lot of people use and rely on. And I got back from ATD, and we'd been on the news because we'd had a 24+hour outage, and I was like, wow, all these amazing things that I learned about like running cool retrospectives and like facilitating tough conversations. I was like, wow, I guess I'll just put them over there with the rest of the rubbish because we don't have time for that, do we? So yeah, it was a bit disappointing.
Yeah, so you went
Also,
into
like-
firefighter mode, basically, which is
Yeah,
always
walking
such a
into
trap
the
for
office,
teams
just
to
going,
fall into.
What's that? What's
Yeah.
that fire? I hope that's not my office. Oh shit! So who
Yeah,
parked
either,
all those
like-
dumpsters around it?
Either way, everything will be fine, and I know that everything will be fine, and like the team making it to the news is like not my fault or even my responsibility, but like I for some reason took it really personally this time. So yeah, I got a bit weepy. But I'll be back. Like it's really nice actually that my manager took it super seriously and just went and like I'm sending you home right now. It's like, but I've still got meetings in the afternoon. It was like, no,
Mate.
you don't. Honestly, cancel
Yeah,
right
but
now.
I
Props
think
to your
that
manager,
shit
man.
has changed so dramatically. Like that's the same thing with the well-being coach coming in next week. Like as soon as these things happen, like these managers are on top of it. They're like, no, we're gonna help you out. Like, let's get you better. We need you back up. Let's talk about how we do that. And if that means
Yeah.
sending you home for a couple of days, that's what we do.
How
think
freaking
that's
cool is that?
healthy.
I mean, you know,
Like Yeah.
We've all been there, haven't we? In the old days, in our careers, in various guises, and you're sitting there in meetings going, "I am not okay here. I'm barely keeping it together, but I can't say shit all because I'll either be fired or laughed at or told, man up, or favor the other leg, that kind of bullshit, and or somebody
God.
just ignores you, and you're there, a blithering wreck, mate. To have somebody turn around and go, "Nah, fuck off. Get home. We're going to get you sorted and get you back as soon as possible."
So impressed.
Holy cow, what a great
So
change.
impressed.
Oh,
I'm
mate.
sorry,
What?
favor the other leg. I'd never heard that before. Like that is
Monty
fun.
Python. Okay, sorry, it's a Monty Python reference. Zulu War, the guy gets his leg chopped off.
Yeah,
Like
no.
big British going, oh,
I just didn't know it had made it
yeah.
into common speech as a saying, but yeah,
Nice.
got you. Nice.
Here,
Yeah.
you know what the worst thing is, and then I'll drop it, and then I'll actually talk about Christmassy shit if we're still on
Come on,
track
let's do
for
it.
that today. But the worst part was that like that morning, a couple of my teammates had said like, "I'm not feeling too great, so I'll be working from home today." Like this was an office day, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm not feeling too great, so I'm gonna be working from home." And I went and dropped a message on Slack, and I'm like, "Team, please, everybody, this is important. If you feel like you're not fit to work, then just take the sick days and like just don't feel like you can't, and like the team will be fine and the product will be fine." And then I even added like, "I realize I'm the last person here to practice what she preaches, but like if you need the sick day, take the sick day." And that was early morning when I was on the train, like already sort of like working away. And then I like not 4 hours later I get sent home by my manager.
You turned right round.
And I fucking go back on Slack and tell everyone, right, okay, so you know how I said, if you can't work, like take a sick day. I'm out, bitches. I'll see you later.
That's like a literal and a metaphorical 180. Well done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who else
So
is guilty
anyway-
though? Who else is guilty though of not taking their own advice though, right?
Oh yeah.
No, I always
Stop
take
it.
100% of the time, every time, all the time. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I can't possibly stop. And this then when so many people get ill when they finally do stop, because they've just been holding it in just on the very edge, just kind of they get there, they stop, and then everyone's ill for the whole time you're off. I mean, that's not healthy, is it?
Lisa just dropped the best quote
Oh,
ever.
mate.
Take my advice, I'm not using it.
I'm gonna have that tattooed across my forehead.
It's the new time god for you, Shay.
Yeah,
What's
it's a new shirt, new
so
t-shirt.
Oh no. Time God. See?
Oh,
Oh, I had
amazing.
so many people give me my time back for the past few weeks, and I just sat in fits of giggles every single time. And everyone was like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, I can't even like.
I love the difference in reaction, like where you just giggle, like Shey gets out his machete.
Yeah.
I did the other day actually go, "Ah, thank you, time God." And then I went, "Shit, I said my mic
I
is on."
said that out loud.
It's like, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Oh,
Right.
Charles is in. Yeah, we've got we've got a load of people in today, so let's get cracking with some rants. I mean, have you got anything lined up, Chris, or shall I go in?
well, I was just going to start with one line, which is,
One line.
are you ready?
Yep.
Oh
Yes.
God. I'm not sure I am.
Deadlines. Who's actually going to die?
Oh,
Does it actually matter? Let's be honest.
Well, let's talk yearly budgets, because
Oh,
those
God.
do matter. And if you
Yeah.
don't get them in, you do not get your money to do your fun stuff. So
Absolutely.
as somebody that is responsible for a lot of our events, and is getting a new department and a new manager, because of course we're reorganizing at this wonderful time of the year, which is always
perfect.
such a smart thing to do in this time period. I needed to get those in.
So that begs another question though, right? Why do we schedule these things at a time when we know that no one is around?
I know, what the fuck, okay, so when you start your business, you can sort of choose when your year end is and things like that. So
Really?
why the blinking heck do you decide that New Year's Eve is the end of your fucking year and New Year's Day is the start of your fucking year, and everybody has to get their finances in before them both? Because you know what? You're an idiot. You got to go we've got to go off and fucking, let's find all those receipts and shit. Oh, yeah, bollocks. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, I don't know where they are. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, if I don't find them, then I don't get the budget for next year, which is even worse. That's another rant, people.
I have a story time.
Budgets.
Oh.
Ooh.
I have a story time. So
Jane,
at work,
Jane.
they introduced this wonderful new system that I got quite excited about, which was all about continuous like career planning. So instead of making just a plan for the year, you just vary in time box periods, like shorter 1, 2, 3 month periods. You make your goals and you set your plans. So when year end came around, of course, you do have to do a review because there's salary implications. But I had set goals that were still running. I had set goals that were for next year, but I was already working on. And then I found out that they closed down every single goal and they're archiving everything, despite the fact they told us this would be a continuous performance planning system.
Oh, I love it.
I know. I was like, but you told us we should not like work towards a yearly based calendar and for these kinds of goals, and that we could have things that cross the year, and then you just decide to mass archive everybody's stuff, which also means they're frozen, and it means I have to recreate each one of these next year. Just have to retype them because I can't even copy them. They're frozen to the point that I can't even copy and paste the texts, which is like, ugh. And I know there's AIs and I'll get it copied, but it's like, why?
You've got the layers. You've got the layers going on leading up into Christmas. So you all the projects are finishing. So you've got all the project managers running around like headless chickens. No change there, trying to get their projects finished. And going, we've got to have this done. We've got to have this done. I'm going on holiday tomorrow, so we've got to have this done. And then you've got it yourself going, budget. I need my money. And then of course somebody going, excuse me, can you please fill in your goals for this year so we can give you your yearly bonus and your pay rise, even though it's fuck all. But we at least have to do this to justify my job because I've got a budget to get to next year. Oh my God. So you got 3 layers of stupid shit happening all around the time when it should be festive. Tree up, reindeer on. In fact,
you know what? Like I've got fuck all in terms of like I did fuck all in terms of being festive. So like last year I got like a wee mini Christmas tree with like my wee little decorations. Like I put the little miniature bottles of whiskey in for myself and it was dead cute. I was like writing my Christmas cards. And this year I was mentioning this to Sanne earlier, like, does anybody know the song by the Waitresses? It's called Christmas Wrapping, and it's just basically about the singer just not like being too exhausted for Christmas. And I'm like, oh wow, that's me this year. Like I haven't done anything festive at all. I'm not even making myself mulled wine or hot chocolate. Like it's just, I'm just sitting here going like, oh, I need a breath.
Yes, like, and then Hannah shows up with coordinated outfits, and I'm like, this is why I want to do Christmassy stuff, because it is so cute to do. I wish I had the energy.
Yeah, but I've been home from work for like 8 months, so
you're probably bored as shit at this point.
I mean, fair enough. She slept through the night for 7 months. I have quite a lot of energy, so
that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas miracle.
You want to come decorate my house?
That would be lovely.
I'll pay your tickets.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll plug some money in for a reroute through my house as well.
Nice.
This is a great quote from Sebastian in the chat here. I like deadlines. I love the whooshing sound they make as they pass me by.
Yeah, that's Mark Twain, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. It is just so good. Oh mate, I think we got to like get hold of that. Go and kill people or something like that. Oh yeah, do your Die Hard thing. Go and kill people around Christmas.
Jesus, that escalated quickly. No,
so I watched Die Hard with my son a couple of nights ago. I'm fully there. I mean,
oh God.
Best Christmas movie in the world ever. Die Hard. Just saying.
No. Muppet Christmas Carol. How dare you, sir?
Oh, she played the Joker early there.
No, it's the holiday with the Queen. Like that's the movie. The Holiday?
The what?
the holiday when she goes off into the Swiss Alps and she thinks she has cancer and she spends all of her money and then she spends the whole time just blowing all her savings on doing these wonderful things.
No, I don't know that one.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no, but that is the best Christmas movie. How come? Okay, I'm gonna look it up for you guys
Oh,
because now I'm spacing.
AJ's saying, is it called Last Holiday?
It might be.
See,
I
I've
am
never heard of that.
getting
Oh.
so
Last Holiday,
told
I
off
think,
in
yeah.
the chat for preferring Muppet Christmas Carol over
Right,
Die
but
Hard.
seriously.
I mean, to
In
throw my,
so much
throw
Yeah,
my-
trouble.
it's Last Holiday. Thanks for whoever in the chat had that right. It's
I'm
with
more of a
Queen
Home Alone
Latifah.
kind of person, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I'm with
mine.
Chris. Yeah, Home Alone.
Thanks, AJ.
And is anyone in the chat for the Muppet Christmas Carol? Because it is frankly not one of the best Christmas movies of all time, but yeah, Mariana, thanks. One of the best movies of all time. It's got Michael Caine. It's got the Muppets. It's got timeless music.
Good music.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite scene
Nacho
from the
doesn't
Muppet
even
Christmas
know
Carol.
it.
Come
Nacho,
on,
go
favorite scene.
watch.
Favorite scene. What's the best
Wait.
scene?
Can I just before we get too carried away, this is meant
Yes,
to be
please.
ranting. We are
Thank you, Chris.
not ranting. We are talking about positive things. The people here are here. They're going to be thinking, what's happened to the 9 out of 10 testers? We are supposed to be ranting about stuff. Hey,
Come on, I'm trying.
are you?
Yeah.
I am very trying.
Okay, I can rant a little bit about. Can I rant about something? Actually,
Yes.
can I have a little
Just
bit of story time?
again.
Story time.
Story time jingle. Story time
Okay.
jingle.
I think it is probably illustrative of how tired and exhausted and annoyed with the world at large I am that I'm making such a big fucking fuss about this. But I have a bit of a thing with AI generated text. I find it an affront to humanity, to my time and yours. I find it offensive on so many levels because what you are doing is creating artificial output that I then have to invest time in reading and processing when there are already more books than I can read in my life. So AI generated text, do not, just simply do not. So imagine my shock and horror when we get our little December gifts at work. We get our chocolate. We get our little chocolate thingies. And management or support or whoever is in charge of these things has added a poem. And it's like, not just a wee poem. It's not just like 4 lines of it. Like, hey, you worked really hard. Here's chocolate for your heart.
They generated
it's like
the poem.
It's a fucking full page of AI generated bullshit that I am then expected to read. If you are not willing to put in the time and effort to write a poem, then why the fuck should I put in the time and effort to fucking read it? This was created by a machine. I'm not fucking reading that bollocks.
Then
at
just
the very
put like
end,
best wishes management. Like then just
best
cut out.
fucking wishes. I realize you're all very fucking busy, so we won't give you a full page of barely intelligible nonsense that rhymes. Oh, it rhymes. Great. Like, don't fucking. Oh, I need to fucking calm my tits. Anyway, I was so fucking offended by this because I was like, I don't know, just AI generated text. It gets me go, really gets me wound up. It offends me to no end. And then adding that to a little gift when you know that everybody is fucking overworked as shit, right? I'm like, oh, fucking hate that. I was so offended. And like in the end, because the person who had to like hand them out, she's like kind of like a workmate of mine. I really like her. And so I looked at it. I looked at the first line. I was like, this was AI generated, wasn't it? And she was like, yeah. She was like, all the way at the bottom, there's like a little human written bit. And I was like, you know what? I'm not reading that either. I'm chucking this in the fucking bin. And I did. And it felt really good.
I'm going to strap it to a grenade and throw it through their window. That is just bullshit. Seriously.
The only thing that it's good for, honestly.
It is. It is.
All right, but I am going to call you both out because this is such a first world problem. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Dude, isn't that what we do on this show?
That's fair enough.
You need guys,
you just summed us up.
If you cannot take the time to write something nice about the person you're giving the gift to, perhaps don't even fucking give the gift to them. Because you don't love them enough. You don't like them enough. Just say, I mean, you know what would be the gift?
In
The
terms
gift
of like
for Christmas
first
would
world
be, I don't like you
problems.
enough to give you a gift. I'm sorry. I'd probably go,
Yeah.
cool, bro. No worries. Shall we go for a beer and figure it out next year or something? But don't
I
give me
fucking
a
love how
gift.
Shey and I are
It's
so
done
angry
with
about
two damn
everything.
For crying out loud.
All right, here's what
I'm
ticked me
getting
off this
shit all
week.
Christmas, aren't I?
I'll add
All right,
something
okay,
else to the
go,
fire.
go.
So of course I left yesterday. Yesterday was my last day. So on Monday I sent out an email like, okay, tomorrow's my last day, everyone. And by the way, here's the new folk. This guy is taking over, and good luck with him. You know, address all your issues to this new person from now on. Bye-bye. The amount of people that then wrote back, "Ah, such a shame to see you go. Bye." Like the one line. And then just that's like
Yeah.
if there was anything that should have been sent by chat, it was this bunch of emails that they should have just been chatted at me.
There's a lot to be said about this. Not just about Christmas stuff, but remember we're testers. And there's about intent and reason and rationale and things like this. We talk about it quite a lot, like the idea of doing testing and doing agile without being those things. And it feels like it's quite a, just sending the Christmas message because it's the Christmas message, sending the gonna miss you message because that's the thing I should do, rather than actually really meaning it. Doesn't it? Shouldn't there be some more meaning to what we're doing and saying, rather than just doing it to check a box and feel all right?
I think the messages were well intended. I just don't think any of them needed to be an email, and each and every one of them could have been way more personal to make it
Nothing
meaningful.
says personal than an email.
Exactly.
You know what, though? I love it that we've moved from meetings that could have been an email to emails that
Should have been a phone call. We just keep escalating this stuff. It's like,
you know what? I'm gonna from now on go for meetings that should have been a Christmas party. Like whip the fucking booze out.
To be fair, there's very few meetings that are not improved by whipping the booze out.
How great would it be to go to a meeting around this time of year and, to go to just pull out a load of miniatures, get there early and just put them around everybody's seat, like a little shot of your neighbor or something like that. And then you just
customize it.
And then you just come back, you come in after everyone else and you see who cracks them open. How much fun would that be? Oh, I think I've got a new favorite thing I want to try at Christmas.
Nice.
Like, really, that shit would get me fired. But if I was able to do it without anyone seeing that it was me that put that on the little tables and put the little bottles there, I'd get away with it. And then I'd still be interesting to see who cracks the bottle.
Yeah, if only I hadn't mentioned it on YouTube before as like evidence.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I mean, do our colleagues even watch this?
Yeah, they do. In fact, you've met some of our dedicated fans at Test Jam. They went and recognized you, remember? So yeah, they definitely
True,
watch.
that was so cool. Couldn't believe that.
Oh, mate. That would be, just how crazy. I mean, that's proper old school, isn't it? When I was thinking, like, when we worked in the office all the time around this time of year, how often would we be in the office for the afternoon? It's there's always somebody about to go on their holidays and you're like, let's just knock off a bit early and go for a quick drink, and then you're like, not coming back this afternoon either.
Productivity and major deadlines, lovely.
Oh, mate.
I see Mariana in the chat say something that I actually think is a bit of a thing. She says, "Can we have non-alcoholic drinks at these parties?" I like. To
yeah, they often just put wine on the table, don't they? And they don't bother with anything else.
And I mean, I can rant about that because I don't drink. And that is something that can be really annoying when you go to a Christmas party and they got all these nice drinks for everyone who drinks alcohol, like matched with the food, and like, can I have something like non-alcoholic? They're like, oh yeah, we've got Coca-Cola or Fanta. I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna go great.
Yeah, nothing
with it.
festive.
That's kids' drinks,
Yeah,
and it's like they don't even think about it, and you feel excluded, and it's really not a good thing.
And it takes so little effort to put some nice spritzers out, or to decorate something just a little bit, or to add some really nice fresh juices. It takes so little effort to accommodate that. It's ridiculous.
Please drink alcohol.
Make virgin cocktails. If everybody's getting a cocktail on entry, make virgin cocktails. I mean, I don't know So I don't know how it is in the shops over in Holland and Sweden. In the UK now, there is such a range of no alcohol gins and gin alikes and beers and cocktail mixes, and then
Yeah.
all these. I mean, Diageo. This fact time.
Yeah.
Diageo 3 years ago bought out Seedlip because they said in 5 years' time the no alcohol industry
Market.
to be
Yeah.
worth £2.5 billion per year in the UK. Billion.
Yeah.
How big is
Yeah.
that? We're 3 years into it, and I reckon they fell short on their estimation. And then you go to a Christmas party, and as Hannah said, it's like, oh, here, have a Coke or a Fanta. It's like, guys, seriously.
No. Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
also
mean,
came here to
drinks.
party.
Joy
Could you please
order.
feed the party
Yeah.
vibe? Like, this is
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
honest, in Sweden, it's not even Fanta Cola. You'll get Julmust, which is like a festive. It's like cola. It's sweeter. I don't like it.
It's worse in every single way.
I mean, I think so. People gonna hate me now, but I don't like it. But it's really popular here. But to be honest, I mean, in Sweden, even, I mean, in the stores, you'll only get non-alcoholic versions pretty much because we have a special store where you can buy alcohol.
Ja. The Systembolaget.
Exactly. So,
Been to Sweden twice. I already know about it.
So do we want to bridge to all the obligatory company parties that happen between now and the end of January?
Yeah.
Of which there will be lots and lots and lots and lots.
Yes.
Does that also kind of feel like a must? Like, if I don't show up, people will comment. Is it actually a celebration? Do you
Feel like
enjoy
showing
going?
your face, sometimes you've got to do those things, which I did last year, and then 5 days later was made redundant. So that didn't work out too well for me. And
So
I
what
kind of
did you
felt-
learn from that?
What I learned was having a drink with the CEO at the Christmas party and him knowing that was going to happen left a bit of a bitter taste in my mouth.
Right. Made it worse.
And I only travelled because I
Yeah.
wanted to show my face for these things, because I felt like if I didn't, then I wasn't part of the team and doing all these lovely things. So yeah, the sort of mandatory enjoyment stuff.
Mandatory enjoyment.
And it's like with your team, isn't it? Like you can be a bit anonymous and then all singing, all dancing, all company one. You can go there and you can almost just continue walking around the wall and not see anybody. I did that recently at our conference at EasyJet. Layla was there before she started, my new QE manager, and I just walked up to her and went, I'm not feeling it at the moment. I'm just going to go and hide for a bit, okay? And she went, oh my God, yeah, I feel the same. Let's just go hide. And we went and hid in a corner for 5 minutes, and I just had to take a breath. And then I was like, okay, I'm good. But I just needed that breath, right? But if you're in your small team with your 10 people, and maybe you're the QE, you're the head of the team, so you're the guy who's expected to be the life of the party and make sure everybody else has fun. And it's like, I'm not feeling it, guys. Hey, how you doing? What you doing on your holidays?
It's also because it's on top of this thing that we mentioned at the very beginning. It's on top of a period that we all feel, not that we're winding down, but that we're grinding towards year ending, trying to get everything freaking done, which is complete causes overload anyway. And then we happily go and party. It never quite matches the spirit of the work I'm doing and then the party vibe that I'm supposed to feel. And I mean, I'm even organizing one of these events to say thank you to all of our people managers, but even that kind of feels like, I'm glad we're saying thank you, but was this the moment in the year? Did we have to plan it right after the Christmas party? And then we're going to have the New Year's parties, and then there's the client's New Year's and Christmas thing, and it's all of it on top of family, friends. Like, is it even festive at that point, or is it just
is it
obligation?
Even fun? We've got a good comment from Heather in the chat where she says not everyone looks forward to the holidays. Maybe they don't have people they want to spend the season with, or maybe they've got sad, people missing and all those sorts of things. There's a lot of reasons that not everyone's on board with these things. And also, obviously, it's supposed to be religiously affiliated. You may have noticed. Some folks, some folks that isn't a thing. And we've talked a bit about sort of whether things are inclusive or not. And
I read somebody describe December as Christian Pride Month. where everything is like Christian themed and like decorated, and like all of the
I love that.
messaging and all of the school curricula get like adapted to it.
Can
At
I-
least
can
Christmas
I-
trees
can
are
I-
pagan.
Can I go a bit full circle from our last
Please.
Festive Rants? Veerle, you're not there at the moment, but can I ask you, is Svarte Piet pitching up this year?
No, thank fuck.
Oh.
I feel like
Do you-
finally. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly
Yeah, just
introduce the
preface this a
topic
bit for new people.
Yeah,
You've got
exactly.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
quickly
sorry, it
introduce
just
this
jumped into my
for new
head, but
people.
it's worth renewing the
Yeah,
story because
yeah,
it's oh my
okay.
God moment, right?
So so in the Netherlands, the big holiday used to be Saint Nicholas rather than Christmas. I feel at this point like a lot of people are floating more towards Christmas as like, you know, globalization, etc. But Saint Nick used to be the big thing, and one of the traditions with Saint Nick, as happens with a lot of the sort of like Father Christmas kind of characters, is like they've got a bunch of helpers. And the helpers, like it's an older tradition than strictly speaking blackface, but in the time of colonialism and blackface, for some reason they started painting the helpers black. Like the story was meant to be like they come down the chimney and so they get like soot on them, but like it was clearly blackface. Like the whole sort of look and style of it was very much remnant of much worse times. And so in the past, I would say 15 years or so, there has been a growing movement against that, saying like, this is actually really fucking racist. Maybe you fucking shouldn't. But obviously, as soon as people want social progress, like you get the traditionalists going like, they want to take our tradition from us. Think of the children. So for the past, I would say 10 years or so, the whole Saint Nick celebrations have been like very toxic, because you would have
Protesters on one side and
yeah, exactly, and like it actually got violent at times, and you had like people blocking motorways because there was going to be like a bus of protesters making their way somewhere, and like the traditionalists didn't want that, and like it got really fucking nasty. And I remember a few years ago when my family were talking about like, what are we going to do for St. Nick's this year, because it's a nice time to get together with your family and exchange gifts and whatever. And I remember actually being so fucking grumpy and toxic about it that I went like, you know what, I'm not fucking doing St. Nick anymore. From now on, I'm gonna do fucking Julebok, because in fucking Scandinavia, they've got it going on. They've just got a goat. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want the Christmas ram. I don't want Saint Nick and his racist little traditions. I want
yes, but what if it's a black ram, Veerle?
I'm pretty sure it's not, because it's made of straw.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I remember getting really fucking numb by how toxic it got. And then this year, I actually remarked this to my family, being like, it's been a really amazing year for St. Nicholas, because I feel like the toxicity kind of left it. I feel like there's still like the diehard racists that won't let go.
Yeah, there's
like
one kid that still gets sent to school full blackface by his mom every year in my daughter's class, and every year she's like, no, he really wants it. I'm like, sure, okay, you know, tell that to someone else.
Weird, right? So fucking weird. But
it has died away. Yeah,
right. And I feel like in the sort of like the things that are organized by like the city councils and shit, because they always organize like the arrival of Saint Nick in the country, and I feel like those ones are really good these days, and like they've moved away from the blackface tradition, which I feel is really good. And also like, I don't have a TV, so I can't tell for sure, but I feel like the talking heads and shit have let go of the topic largely. Like, we're not discussing it anymore. We're not being like we're not talking about it anymore as a thing like, what is the right standpoint? Like, no, everybody fucking knows what the right standpoint is now. It's not being a racist piece of shit.
The crucial thing we want to know is, did the celebration at your employer this year involve Zwarte Pieten? Because that's where you had your rant about last year, because they had people running around in costume.
And sitting on
I think the rant last year was one of my colleagues dressing up as Saint Nick, which was
then making you sit on his lap, right?
No, not me. Jesus Christ. No, that's sexual. No, one of my colleagues like spontaneously sat down on his lap. That was so fucking weird. That was the weirdest fucking thing. Yeah. No, I don't think they had like Zwarte Piet at the time, but No, either way, like I feel like the discussion has died down and we have almost moved beyond it, and I couldn't be more relieved.
Yeah.
It's been a really, really
Let's
shit time
let's
for a
hope
lot of
that
people.
that progress continues.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Conscious that we're running quite low on time now.
Oh, is it going by fast? Good.
Which is fine. So I thought,
Is it going by fast? Is
what-
it like that for you, Sanne?
Yeah.
Oh, was it
What's-
going by fast for you? I'm not sure
It's
about
what's
me.
the last
the,
meeting of my day, Shey. So, like, you know, this
Rub
could
it
have been
in.
an email.
Mate,
So-
just bring more gin. Come on, Sanne.
What's the opposite?
What
What's
do
the
you think's
opposite of
in
a
here? That's not water.
what's the opposite of an icebreaker, friends?
Oh, the opposite
An
of
ice builder?
An ice
A
builder.
snowman?
Something to freeze us off before the day ends. So I've got an icebreaker, but at the end, so you know, a break icer, who knows, for you to help us sign off for the year, friends. So
Be God.
looking
What has he got
back,
planned?
looking back over this hellhole of a year,
It is a hellhole these days.
and we look
Since
at
David Bowie died, every
What?
year has been a hellhole.
what would you define as perhaps the error code that you most associate yourself with for this year?
Oh, good. We could.
Currently,
Give us a bit of a prep on this.
418,
Now I'm going
I'm
to
a
have to.
teapot.
Oh no, it's thinking on your feet,
Error-
Mr. Crumpton. That's
Error
the way we
codes.
like
Error
it.
codes. Okay. Google error codes.
Have a think and let us know. And in the meantime, friends, 9 out of 10 testers will be back in the new year.
Oh,
Follow
hell yeah.
us.
All right.
Follow us on the Blue Sky, the LinkedIn, the Twitters, and be in touch with us all. And we will, when we finish up, as everyone tells us their error codes, please tell us where you can be found. Sanne, are you ready?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what the error code for it is, but like an attempt was made to load the proper program. An attempt was made. It maybe had some bad formatting here and there, but
And where can
I
you be
attempted
found online,
loading.
Sanne?
You can find me at Tech Sanitized on all of the LinkedIn Mastodons and Blue Skies. But if you want a reaction
One of the
back, do
best
that on
hashtags.
LinkedIn.
One of the best hashtags in the world ever. Seriously.
Who's next?
That will be me. So my error code for this year, I thought was going to be 418 because I'm drinking a lot of tea just now. But then I thought, no, actually, it might be catastrophic failure. Find me. You can find me on Blue Sky. I am there under the same handle that I used to be on Twitter. So that's Witch of the Test. However, do not expect any quality content or anything about testing or agile. I use it for shit posting exclusively. You can also find me on LinkedIn. I check that every 4 months or so. Mostly after events. So I'll accept your connection after the next conference.
Beautiful. Who's next?
Oh, I'll go. So yeah, obviously, I know, you know, I do type like that. So I was amazing at typing and happened to bring up the error codes. I have found one that I think it is got to be for my future, which is 308 permanent redirect. This year has been a bit of a shithouse for me personally, and you know, mentally and stuff like that. You know what? I hope next year is a permanent redirect. That's what I want it to be. But also, you know, I like the 425, and those of you who don't know what a 425 is, just look it up because it is literally the best code ever.
Yeah,
And you
he's
can
literally
find me.
typing as we speak.
Yeah.
You can
Where-
find you can. So I'm on Blue Sky as well at Shey Mouse. I'm on LinkedIn, Shey Crompton. I'm on Instagram, and I'm still on X. And all the rest of it at Shey Mouse. So come and find me, come and have the conversations. We love the interactions. We love to hear from you. So please, please, please come find us.
Hanna.
Yes, I think I'd go with a 401. So unauthorized. That's a bit how I felt being sent home with a baby. I'm like, are you sure
play,
I'm allowed to
fair
do this?
You got to go fair play on that one, guys. Yes, yes.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and you can find me mainly on LinkedIn. Just search for Hanna Strandner. You should be able to find me.
Lovely. Well, that just leaves me. There are many I could have done. I think 429 worked best for me, which was too many requests. It's been a lot. A lot has happened. Life,
That's really
life,
good.
work, other things. But we made it, friends. We're here. We're at the end. We're still here. 9 out of 10 testers are
And
still
you know
here.
what? And after next year, we'll be 1 year closer to one more year to get through.
Hooray!
Oh, yeah.
So,
1 year closer to death as well. Wonderful.
it's beautiful, you know. I turned 40 this year. That was not a great thing to have celebrated either. But you can find me on the socials. I'm at Christovskia on anything where I am. Nobody else is going to steal that handle. Thank you all. We shall see you in the new year. We love you all. Please come back.
We do.
Yeah,
Thanks
see you.
everyone for being in the
Happy
chat.
New
It's been
Year
such a
and
blast
Christmas and
today.
stuff.
We may have things planned for the
Happy
new year, we may not.
holidays.
But
Happy
hey, have fun.
holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays. Happy Pride, Christian Pride Month, and all the rest of it. Yay, love you loads. All right.
Now click that button, Shey.
Is it off yet? Is it off?
Are we down yet?
We done? Are we gone? Hello?
Happy solstice. Nice.